Ain't y'all using protection out here? Because the way all these HSV infection stories be ramping up is crazy. And I thought we were done talking about how Sexyy Red got a bunch of men infected. So what do y'all mean she may have infected Usher too? Or that she may have slept with somebody who slept with somebody who slept with Usher? And that Tamika Foster is allegedly getting involved?
That question's off limits only because that's all things that have been rumored or whatever post my relationship. So I can't speak to it, but you're right about that. I don't have anything. Not even a cold. I am a little hoarse.
Allegedly, this time, Tameka is not being kind with her words and has been talking about how Usher has a long list of STDs that he has been struggling with for a very long time, and how he slept with anything and everyone, including men. Baby, Tameka has clearly not yet moved on, and it's messy as hell.
Hi, it's Tamika Foster Raymond.
Alexa, play Ann Nesby. I'm still wearing his name.
So, y'all know that this issue of Sexyy Red infecting people all over Hollywood started when her baby daddy outed her, saying she passed something down to him, and he was putting her on blast, saying she knew what she was carrying and still didn't say a word before they got together. Like, he even dropped audio of a private call accusing her of having not just one, but multiple infections, and claiming she never told him.
Why you lying? Do all your know what's going on with you? Do you tell him you burning, or do you lie to him like you did me? Or was you lying to how you did me? Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell them the truth? Or did you tell them the truth? When you go be gangster? Hey. And when you go be gangster? When you go you that's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months and then you told me you had that shit.
And how did she respond? Instead of addressing the actual claims, Red tried to flip the narrative and said her baby daddy was the one hiding things, implying she found suspicious content in his phone and calling out his lifestyle. Well, instead of helping her case, people were dragging her online after it came out that she linked up with a popular content creator named Gucci Third Leg right before he was accused of having the exact same health issue. Yeah, the same Gucci who said that his body count is like 3,000.
3,100, but I was really, I didn't feel too bad about it because my ex-chick Dominant Body had like 2,000 or whatever, but so it was like when I was dealing with my chick, she couldn't really be like, oh, your body counts too much, because her body count like 2,000. My body count like 3,000, so it's like, damn, like I ain't feel too bad about it, honestly.
In fact, influencer Danae Davis posted an emotional TikTok claiming she got infected after filming with Gucci, and she also claimed that multiple very young women had been infected by Gucci.
Yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci Third Leg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was going to send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls. And there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new. And I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was. I didn't do my research. And it is my fault.
Baby, here's where it gets interesting. Around that time, somebody on Twitter who used to be tight with Gucci before this whole mess broke out dropped a bombshell when they posted a list of different women that Gucci allegedly hooked up with after finding out he tested positive for something serious. And guess whose name was sitting loud and clear at number 6? Yep, Sexyy Red. Child, the next thing we know, we had multiple allegations from people saying that Sexyy Red had infected them. And now the allegations are back with speculations that she has infected more people, including Chief Keef. Then, in a wild turn of events, we also had people speculating that Usher may have been one of those involved. I mean, Usher is never beating these allegations, and y'all know that he has already been branded Mr. HSV before. There have actually been various stories about how he passed the infection to a few people himself. Like, he literally had to settle a lawsuit with a former lover after he reportedly infected her with the disease, and based on court documents, he allegedly had green discharge coming from his privates, but was later labeled an asymptomatic carrier. Usher. Yikes, not the green discharge, OMG. In addition, there's a time he faced 3 lawsuits from a woman named Quantasia Sharpton, along with a Jane Doe and John Doe, who sued Usher claiming they all had relations with Usher, and they all said he risked their health by not telling them about his alleged diagnosis, and were seeking unspecified damages. The Jane Doe, who did not identify herself, said that she slept with Usher at least twice, and after contracting from him, her twins were stillborn.
Honey, these were not the only allegations, by the way, because singer Laura Helm also claimed she had caught the infection from Usher, but she dropped her multi-million lawsuit in 2019 after it was reported they had reached an amicable resolution. And then there was the allegation that one of the women who was suing Usher was actually a bridesmaid to Tamika Foster. Actually, during the divorce proceedings, Tamika claims she caught them in bed together. Think about it. If Usher was being accused by one of the bridesmaids for infecting her with HSV, what are the chances that his ex-wife Tamika also got infected? Well, when this situation was making headlines, people were tagging Tamika. But at the time, she took to social media and wrote, "Do not come on my page discussing rumors or adult people that have nothing to do with me. I have been divorced 8 years. Some issues are not my business. Ex-husbands, ex-friends, snakes, characters, etc. Not my circus, not my clowns. I'm good, and my health everywhere is great."
Baby! I know both Tamika and Usher probably never expected to be making headlines because of the same allegations again. But here we are, courtesy of Sexyy Red. So, did she actually have anything to do with Usher? Was Usher in the undisclosed list of infected people? Okay, let's be real, guys. When you build an entire career on being the industry's biggest red flag like Sexyy Red did, you can't act shocked when people start treating your medical history like a public record. Sexyy Red has actually been very transparent about her health in the past, even joking about having chlamydia in a 2023 podcast interview to show she keeps it real. If I'm being honest, she essentially wrote the script for every fast and reckless headline we see today. Also, every time she's seen cozying up to a new A-list rapper for a collaboration, she leans into the sneaky link aesthetic for the engagement, like she knows exactly what she's doing. And by moving like she's running through the industry, she invited the T-pages to start connecting dots that might not even exist. Like Usher, for instance. Where did that even come from? I mean, the timeline with Usher's allegations doesn't even match. See, with Usher, rumor has it that he got the STD from Diddy, and there were reports that the situation with Diddy even landed Usher in the hospital.
Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation.
Also, Usher's high-profile legal battles and the specific allegations peaked nearly a decade ago, between 2012 and 2017, back when Sexyy Red was literally a teenager in St. Louis, and years before she ever touched a professional microphone. While Usher was settling million-dollar lawsuits with former bridesmaids and stylists, Sexyy Red was just a kid on the north side. They literally occupy 2 completely different eras of industry drama, and there isn't a single shred of evidence that their paths crossed during either of their respective scandals. Honestly, I get that, but here's what people are saying. This is an industry where everyone is only one sneaky link away from each other, and given Sexyy Red's rapid rise and her constant presence around the current A-list rap elites and her tours with the biggest names in the game, it's not impossible to wonder if the circle has finally closed. It literally only takes one person who dated a legend in 2015 to cross paths with a breakout star in 2026 for the whole cycle to start over. So, this may be the connection people are trying to make. Or maybe Usher is back on his cheating escapades like before, and he may have gotten burned as well. Maybe. Look, all I am saying is that a lot happens in Hollywood, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Anywho, with both Usher and Sexyy Red making headlines as the king and queen of the HSV, people have once again been tagging Tamika Foster, and word on the street is that this time, she's not being as kind with her words. While Tamika Foster has recently
been vocal on social media regarding a separate, frustrating legal ordeal involving an Atlanta police arrest over insurance paperwork. People are saying that the tags she's been getting about Usher and Sexyy Red have only made the situation worse, and alleging that her recent outbursts are a direct strike against Usher and Sexyy Red. Allegedly, she's been talking about how Usher has a long list of STDs and how he was swinging his wand and sleeping with multiple women and men. Baby, I honestly don't know whether Tameka is still bitter about her messy divorce from Usher, but allegedly, she's been talking and saying a lot behind his back about this. But to be fair, maybe Tameka is not even interested in whatever is happening with either Sexyy Red or Usher, and maybe people are just misinterpreting her recent outburst. But you let me know what you think of these two being branded as the king and queen of HSV in the comments section below.